We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to Phoenix. It's to Whiteside. Stolen by Westbrook. A nice shot by Durant.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Clark, as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money. In terms of jump shooting, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of centers with more confidence than Gasol. He's got a really efficient stroke, and he's got range, too.
And that one's good. Barnes.
We're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Back to KD. To the paint. And the foul from Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal
foul.
foul.
And the Celtics making a change here.
First team foul.
And now just over the play.
Serge Ibaka. James Harden.
Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Outside Durant. A 3. It doesn't go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Fox really interested in making his teammates better, and he does it with his passing.
And here's Westbrook. Following the three-pointer by Cade Cunningham. George, way outside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over. Okay, what a shot.
The kick out to Barnes. Over Ibaka. The wide open look here for Fox. And another 3 for Houston.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game you got to continue to work on.
Pass to Ibaka. Here is Harden. Into the lane. Left side, George. Misses the wing J.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Barnes. And they dunk by Barnes.
You know, we can't measure Harden. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jump ability and mindset is incredible.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Off target with his 3. Celtics trailed by 4.
Come to me, come to me.
Durant with it. And now by Barnes.
Definitely a situation.
Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by the Celtics. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, we're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if we can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Out to the right wing. And he drives in. Here's Whiteside. Outside, Fox. Second chance shot. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Clock is at 3. Lets it go from deep. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this point. Man.
Screen by Ibaka. Down low. Goes up with it again. And that basket is going to count. The official call.
Just barely too late. And catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed. So can't fault him for going for the block.
To the right side. Steps back. Here's Giddey. Pierce with the steal. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from 14. It's a miss, his second after 2 shots. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. No good on the 3. And here's Boston. And here's Tatum for 3.
Jason Tatum.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think it's what makes him so dead.
Here's Cunningham. Up again. And Whiteside staying right with him.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is,
That's the end of the first quarter.
are all about skill.
All right.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Now here's Tatum. 11 feet away. Pass to Pierce. The fadeaway. Yep, it counts.
Paul Pierce.
Pierce has got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
Love the mid-range shot of Pierce, man. It is so consistent, fundamentally sound. Easily gets it up.
And the NBA is shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring, but Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offensive space.
I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
Drills it from outside.
He does not lack for confidence. He should. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Outside, Pierce. Pass to Brown. For the 3. Kept alive by Boston. There's the 3. And Paul Pierce with the 3.
For 3.
Pierce has got 5 now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Gets it to go.
Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Nate Thurman.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
Astonagi. Now Hampton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Reese. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum with it. And Hampton picks him up defensively. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Wall. There's Tatum.
Jason
Tatum by Tatum.
Assisted
Really
by
hard to slow Tatum down on this drive because he's relentless. And he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively.
He is in a zone right now. Every 3 he puts up seems to be going down.
Pass to Pierce. And here's Brown. It's up a 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Houston. Pierce up top. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics get it back in a new 14.
I got the help outside.
To the inside. It's stolen by Kuminga. 109 left during the second. Takes the three. It's stolen by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Pass to Thurman. Outside Tatum. Here's Thurman. Back to Tatum.
Rockets foul.
Austin making some
That's
changes.
his first personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
Back loose. On the wing, Jordan. To the middle.
Serge
Ibaka
Ibaka.
slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
From deep three-point range, here's Najee. Pass to Hampton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Right side, Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Here's Ibaka.
Houston foul.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a
That's
three-point
his first
play.
personal foul.
It's on Franz Wagner. The Celtics shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Screen by Ibaka. Inside. Outside for George. That's the free fly.
Paul George.
And the 3 ball is good.
3 points.
George has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics. And here is Fox. It's stolen by Ibaka. Pass to George. Back to Harden. Screen by Ibaka. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
To the inside. And stolen by Whiteside.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it. But it's been good on a number of levels.
The putback. And it's Barnes on the follow.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Westbrook with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. On the wing, George. Back to Durant. 3-pointer. Rockets with the rebound. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
It's Harden at 12. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Cunningham.
Second team
Phenomenal
foul.
body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Back to Barnes. Some nice passing there by Houston. To the wing on the left. Giddey. And it's sent back by George. Harden left side. Shoots. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Russell
Harden's
Westbrook.
got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. Over the court to Barnes. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. Chops in the tray.
Kevin Durant.
KD's got his second bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Just deciding the
Performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
To the paint. And stolen by Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Here's Thurman. And here's Tatum for three.
Jason
Gets the
Tatum.
three-pointer to fall.
3.
Tatum's got 11.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Outside, Fox. It's stolen by Wall. For three, Pierce. It's rebounded by Houston. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
It's Pierce on the wing. Launches a three. Carries it from three-point range. He's got 8. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
They get a hand on it,
Out of bounds.
and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch
Houston
by Wall.
ball.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Here's
24
Barnes.
second
And they
shot clock
force the
violation.
shot clock violation.
Boston
Great team.
ball.
.29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Left side, Wall. To the middle. Here's Thurman. And he makes no
Thurman.
mistake on the slam dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Outside, Fox. Right side, a screen. They need this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first
Fox
personal
has
foul.
a lot of game. I mean,
First
really
team
good
foul.
at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and
At the
getting his
line for your
guys.
Rockets.
Fox hits them both. And so it's Boston taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing.
Get loud for your Quad City Gangsters.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rockets trailed by 19. From deep. A rebound by Thurman. Brown outside. Back to Pierce.
What's the roll?
Shoots over Wagner. They grab their own miss. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
A shot by Hampton with no one around. And no good. And it's Boston the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. High, arcing shot. Here's Thurman. He throws it down hard with one hand.
And, you know, Thurman is a dominant rebounder. He hits the glass with a lot of force.
Castanagi. Another miss by Houston. Boston leading by 23. Down low. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player. Make no doubt about it. Capable of turning the game all alone.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Reese. That one's off. Still out of sync. And now here comes Wall leading the break. Back to Tatum. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience,
Jason
Taylor, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, are in the school. They want to just go pursue their passion and their craft. That's why I think the G League, the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Now, here's Hampton. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuminga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. George has got the ball. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner.
That's his second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but
Serge Ibaka.
Taking that frustration out on your opponent with 4 fouls.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2
This is off
minutes.
the right angle. Here's Boston now. Some momentum with the 15-2 run underway. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Here's Reese. It's good from long range.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And again, it's Boston
Russell
converting.
Westbrook.
Man, what a scorer Westbrook is. This guy can torch you on the drive or even with the jumper.
Astonagi. Clark with the success of the play-in tournament. Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games, I think, would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game plan by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Guys being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against the Rockets.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Barnes. Going inside. And the rejection by Ibaka. KD looking around. Lets it go with the 3.
Kevin
Gets it
Durant.
from downtown.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
The real comeback, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's
That's the
Boston
end of the
easily
game.
grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's
Thank you
building
for
and
coming out
dominate
and
the way
supporting
they
your
did
team.
tonight says I
Please
think bring
take
an
care to
awful
get
lot
home.
of